Many schools in Guatemala have donated books, but because they are often written in English, mismatched, or old and tattered, they just sit on shelves unopened. Some schools even have a donated computer or two, but they are old and break down quickly. No one in the community knows how to fix them, so they just end up collecting dust. COED's goal is not just to donate goods to impoverished schools, but also to foster lasting change in communities and empower generations of students to break out of poverty through education.
We discovered that by working together, we could do so much more than bringing books to just one or two schools. We could provide educational opportunities to kids across the entire country of Guatemala. We could be providing scholarships, computer centers, reading programs, and through these programs, these kids could work to bring themselves, their communities, and ultimately their entire country permanently out of poverty.
One of the problems that I've seen with NGOs in Guatemala is that their programs are not sustainable. When the grant ends, the program ends. What sets COED apart is that they put sustainability right into the front end of their model. They're very focused in what they do, and they're very professional and skilled about how they go about doing it.
The Revolving Fund is the key to the program's long-term sustainability. Students pay a small user fee, which goes into a revolving fund managed by COED. After a short time, the school has enough money in its fund to replace all of its textbooks or computers. Families make a commitment to the project, so they experience the pride and self-confidence that comes from helping themselves.
COED has made a very visible effort to engage the community in their programs. It's not a program that they come in, they do the intervention, they leave. They actually involve all of the stakeholders, so that makes it sustainable.
One of COED's strengths is its committed and experienced staff, including 25 Guatemalans who work day in and day out to ensure the program's success. Among them is Mario Yak. Mario grew up as an impoverished indigenous student in Guatemala's Western Highlands. He went on to become a teacher and principal before starting with COED in the textbook program.
When I talk to school leaders about COED, I emphasize that we are helping them to resolve a problem. They trust me because I have lived their struggle myself.
COED supports us with the training of our teachers, in turn helping our students. They also provide textbooks, improving literacy and comprehension. COED's programs are fantastic and increase the quality of education in our schools.
90% of rural middle schools in Guatemala don't provide textbooks. In some communities, over 80% of students have never touched a computer. COED provides crucial educational resources to over 200 schools across Guatemala, helping students for generations and making a lasting impact on their lives. Graduates like Dora Poryukate use the skills they learn through COED's programs to achieve their goals. Dora hoped to become a professional businesswoman but didn't know if it was possible. Now she has the job of her dreams working in tourism and credits COED with making this possible.
I cannot explain how much the programs help me, all of the programs, but especially with computers. That is what I love.
COED is actually very much a part of the communities where they work with, and their intention is to stay. So of course they are committed to the success of their programs, they're committed to the success of their students, and this for us is a very valuable way to invest USAID funds.
In the past 8 years that I've been living and working in Guatemala, I've been fortunate enough to have worked with over 100 NGOs as a consultant. And in my mind, COED is in the top 5% of all of the NGOs that I've worked with in terms of effectiveness and impact.
You can help too. Join funders like the W.K. Kellogg Foundation, service groups like Rotary International, companies like Microsoft, and individuals throughout the world in supporting COED and breaking the cycle of poverty in Guatemala through education. Learn more at www.coeduc.org.